got a good message for you. It's about the 6th house. Okay, and that's in like a Virgo daily work or routine or service about a practical aspects in one's life. Um, and working together calmly, being easy person to work with is living is hard enough. Living is way hard enough. Like we don't need any more drama. You know what I'm saying? I ain't playing. Um, yeah. So this is for real. Like, I'm just saying. Uh, the struggle's been real, man, and it's not fun, and it's not been fun. And I'm grateful that I have the people in my life I do. Um, I'm grateful, even though they might not like me at times, because I'm tenacious as hell. And I can't help it. It's just who I am. It's who I had to become and be growing up. Um, mm, you know, being the only, like, Letta, which I didn't even believe I was. Anyways, doesn't matter. Yeah. So now you'll know that. Okay, my secret of music. Dang it. I didn't want anybody to find out because I don't want no scouts coming here. I'm in a scout. Anyways, I'm just saying, I ain't playing. How in the heck does this need more butane already? Alright. And here we go. So, as you know, and we are going, I believe it's a Sagittarius moon. We're going into of optimism, of outlooking, um, out like having a different outlook on like living your dreams. Um, maybe you feel like it's more of a possibility now, and that's great. I feel like that's awesome, collective, and you should. That's what America's about. It's about living the capitalist, dream. You know, I think that's what we all really tend to work towards when we're young. But when we get old and break down, it's like, man, you know. Um, Personally, I didn't think I'd live to be this old, but I'm grateful that I did. Even though I miss my son and my grandmother and my Aunt Darlene and my friend Wayne and my friend Joe, um, Nesbitt, and his wife Heather, and like I miss her. She's alive, but it wasn't easy telling your friend when they left on a disagreement on a bad note. It was not good telling my friend that her husband was gone, calling her on the phone and having to tell her that after work, after they just got into it over vodka. Sad. It's just sad, and it's not worth it. Um, and let's see, one, pets, which are like your kids, confirmation. So you have 3 questions collected, yes and no questions. I'm waiting for y'all to get up on here. Let me see some likes, some hearts. Let me know that you're here, hun. So we could do this yes and no questions, these 3, okay? I don't got much time today, so it's gonna be kind of quick, but I'm gonna try to get it all done. Yeah, I haven't played music in a while, especially that song that I wrote. It's been about a year more. I don't know. Anyways, I wrote a lot of songs. I wrote 5 decades worth of songs in 3 months. That's how desperate I was. Yeah, that's how sad and desperate I was. And so really, if I was like a signed like artist, music artist, I would already have all my music written out for 5 decades, and put just a little out at a time. You know what I mean? Like the best ones. But out of all those songs, really, it's like you want to pick the best ones, you know. So I probably had 3 decades out of 5, you know, just realistically speaking, because really you are who you are around, you know, and who lived you up. So I'm inspired by a lot of like 4/4 beats, and number one songs are like 4/4 beats. Some are 3/4s or 2/4s, but anyways, that's technicality. If you're a musician, you would understand that. However, it is what it is, and I was really scared at one point. I feel like you were too. At this point, like I feel you were scared too. Like, I thought I was gonna have to go play the freaking guitar or my bongos on the corner, you know, with an open guitar case thingy. Yes, this is a clean shirt. I have a few of them. I'm weird like that. Sorry. However, it's like feast or famine, man. When is my feast coming? That's what I want to know. When am I not going to be able to worry anymore? And it's hard for me because I feel like it's hard for you. I'm channeling this energy from you, collective. Like it's hard for you because you were a person that already came from poverty. And then to have a lot more than you did and not worry and have to go back to poverty, like you have got to be a strong person. You have got to be like a strong person, high priestess energy. I don't care if you're male or female. That is straight up high priestess, hierophant energy you've gotten. Hi! Okay, we got 1 like, so you're there. We have 3 questions, yes and no, collective. Yes and no. Please pick your 3 questions so we can answer them for you. Think of them good. Think about what you want so it can hone in on your energy. Hi, I'm Jessica. I'm your gal. I'm your one and only pal. I'm your shoulder to cry on when you need one. Or someone to lift you up when someone's bringing you down. And I have back-to-back content. You should never run out of it. There's so much. But if you do, there are other creators out there that I like. A couple of people that I follow. And so I put them out there for you too. So, you always aren't alone. You're never alone, okay? And just know that, you know, the divine God, the universe has a plan for you. We're all connected in some special way. And don't think that, you know, don't believe the lies that your parents told you is what I'm feeling. Like, don't believe the lies. I feel like they were jealous of your, not just your beauty. And they use the fact that maybe you look like your mom or something that broke their heart or something, you know, too much. But I feel like they're just jealous of your relationship with your other loved ones. I feel like they won't make effort. I feel like you're the only one making effort if you ever did. And then you quit making effort. And now you have no family, like, close to you. Or that will even come visit you. I don't know. There's a lot of families out there that, I mean, when I had my business, not one of my family members came to my shop. which broke my heart because I had it for almost, I was going on the third fiscal year of getting an SBA loan, 3 months away. And actually my credit score went up because why? I didn't get a bunch of credit cards like most people do. And that's because my investor taught me that if you can't afford it, don't live above your means, don't buy it, don't purchase it unless you could buy it out. And I'm glad you taught me that. 80 points is a lot, you know. So I'm grateful that he gave me the chance, but it's like almost what I had to go through. I don't know, dude. I don't even know if it was worth it. Like, here I have this key to someone's heart. I just don't know who it is. And isn't this cool? I just made this actually braided, crocheted neck thing, and I made it longer because the chain broke. But the key's cool. I was so freaking freaked out that I was gonna lose the key. But I found it, and there it is. So yay! But anyways, it's just a remembrance. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's in charge? God, Jesus, this is divine, the universe, and praise His name. And Lord, help me give the collective what they need to hear, and please forgive me of my sins, and help me be and deliver the message that you want them to know today. Bad intent to return to sender times a billion plus 7. And thank you for the ones that are for us as we pray for the ones that are against us, as God's vengeance has no mercy. And that is the truth. So thank you for joining today, you guys. Yes and no. 3 yes and no questions, okay? 3 yes and no questions. Any questions? Love, business, career, clarity, stuff like that. A positive vibe, of good vibes, let's say. Okay? And please respect each other here on the channel. We're all adults. We all have different beliefs. You know, everybody believes in something else. So please don't hate and discriminate. Just take what resonates and leave the rest for the next collective that it will resonate with, because it will help somebody, this message. And I do appreciate it. And like I said, if you could donate, that's great. I appreciate it. But if you can't, please show your support by subscribing, liking, and sharing. And that way we can get the good news of basically ridding plastic and paper straws around the world, for one. Trending now is edible straws, you guys, and have different flavors. It's so yummy, and like, you don't have to eat them. It just means that they're eco-friendly and biodegradable. Literally, they disintegrate in like 14 days. So you could throw it on the ground and it'd be like water and feathers, you know, off of trailers. So literally, like, trending now, edible straws. Check them out on Amazon. They're really awesome. I think you'll enjoy them. If you need to use a straw at all. If you are, and help me with the plastic straws that are around. There's a certain way to cut them so that they float to the surface and can be skimmed and pushed in by the currents to the beaches and the shorelines, and be skimmed by a solar paneled machine that collects the plastic at the top. The thing about plastic straws, it's dire because they sink to the bottom, creating an accelerant of global warming at a catastrophic rate. Like, we need to do something about it now. as intelligent species. So there's a way to cut them, and you cut them all the way in half, and then you cut them in 4 equal parts. 1 straw. And then you throw them in the trash. And they will float to the top, and they will be skimmed. At least you can do that one simple act of kindness, or not even use a straw. I don't use straws because I can't cut them because of this. Okay, and it's and it always hurts, and it's just like, I'm not trying to complain. I'm sorry for that complaining, because it does no good anyways. I'm just trying to make the best out of this day like everybody else. I'm no better than you, and you're no better than me. We're together in this together, you know what I'm saying? And thank you for the hearts. Appreciate it. All the emojis and love and support that I could get, because you guys are my family. You know what I mean? Family is what you make of it, I really believe. So we have 3 yes or no questions. Your first question, collective. What is your first question gonna be? Let's see. The reality of this conjunction. Another function. Another sense. Better repent. Hate to ease or sneeze, but God bless. Let him do the rest. So, freestyling again. 3 questions. Your first question, collective. Ready? Okay. Yes and no for the collective. No. For your first question, no. So, it's like, don't take the risk. I'm like, it's not worth losing it all, or losing a proposition. You know, it's not worth the risk. Don't gamble. You're gonna lose. And I feel like definitely roulette, because this card came up in roulette. So yeah, don't. You're gonna lose. You might lose a deed to your house, like my buddy did when my first marriage, and his wife was so upset because they had 2 kids and a sick father that they were trying to take care of, and he there's this place in I think it was Roseman, called Diamond Gems, and he gambled his deed to the house. Yeah, she was not very happy. Anyways, second question, collective. No. Spotted reputation, going bad. I feel like you're a good person, going bad, like rotten idea, like because you don't have the experience or the knowledge. I feel like doing your homework is the best, and if you really care, you'll do your homework and you'll be there, like no matter your status. If you care for someone and you love someone and you claim that they're your everything, well, then you better show it, you know? And I think once you show it, then you'll get everything more than you ever wished for. More than you could ever imagine. Like, all things are possible with God. So you would get more than you ever could freaking imagine. Seriously. You just have to have that faith. And I feel like you're like really rich already, and like you're just chilling because you don't have any worries anyways, and you're like, sure, yeah, I get it, dude. And I was just told yesterday, that if my novelty made it to where I was a billionaire, then we would never have an issue. I would always be respected. I would always, you know what I mean? It kind of hurt. It did. It hurt because everybody's been like that to me, even my own family. Except for a couple of people in my family. And it just hurts because everybody has that intention, and it's not money that is evil, it's the love of money that is evil. And This person is so freaking greedy. Watch the Four of Cups in reverse, or in the upright. Come up. Watch. Five of Wands come out. Anyways. Third question, collective. It hurts. I know. It's like you want to meet this person before you become this big, whatever person of public relations kind of thing. And even then, back then, I didn't have much, but what I had, I gave. I was a giver. I'm a giver. And so there's givers and takers. Okay? And then there's three different type of consumers. There's the one that will argue your price and see if they can talk you down. There's the one that's okay with your price. Okay? And then there's just the rude guy that some money is just not worth to be made. Okay? Sorry. Okay. Well, ask your question to yourself. Mind's eye. Okay? We're gonna ask. And it's gonna answer yes or no on your energy. Okay, Mr. Jaw. So here we go. Yes and no for Mr. Jaw, and for the rest of the collectives, if they do have a question, it all kind of, it's divine, and these messages are timeless. So it's like, if this came across your screen, it was meant to be. Yes or no? No. Cut short, uphill battle, fighting for a lost cause. It's like stop beating a dead horse. There's 8 billion people. You know what I mean? It's not gonna work. I feel like it's more of a challenge for you to try to get this person back than even want her anyways. Or him. And that's what gets to you. It's not the fact of even having them in your life. It's just the fact that you feel like they got over on you, but they didn't. It's the divine saying, no, I have something better for you. You have to trust me. You know what I'm saying? So I'll ask one more question for the regular collective, yes and no. No. A lot of no's, huh? All of them across the board, man. Alright, so like oil and water, separate lives drift apart. And that's how I feel up this person that you're trying to look for. I feel like you're asking the same question almost. And that's for each collective that's on here right now. And I feel like you're gambling. And you're willing to risk it all. Maybe you're under the influence of alcohol or something else. And you're willing to risk it all. Don't. Come to common sense. Don't do that. Don't gamble. Like, I don't even gamble. I would never, like, it's a waste of money anyways. No to your second and first question. No to your third question. And definitely no to your fourth. I feel like it was the same question. So, yeah, again, collective, it's like, yeah. You need to focus on yourself. We're in the 6th house, okay? And I don't know if you know what that means. But the 6th house of Virgo being down to earth, okay? This Virgo energy of being optimistic, down to earth. Sorry. Just seeing who's outside. Yeah, okay, so Virgo rules Mercury, okay? And that is of communication. It's of the whole, seeing the whole picture, thinking logically and mentally. So, exactly. You're not thinking logically or practical right now. I feel like you're under, I don't know why, but it's like, no, you're not going to win. You're going to lose it all. And no one's going to be there to help you. Nobody. So, unless you make a change in your own life and living, then no one's going to be there to help you if that's what you want. Affirm with me now, collective. Affirm with me. I am attracting wonderful new adventures to me. My life is a blessing, taking me to new places inside and out. Okay? And affirm again with me. As I open the door to my own self-love, I attract more and more loving tenderness to me. So you have to have self-love before you can love someone else. And you do that by looking your best, being your best, doing your best when only God's looking, doing your homework, being a good person, you treating others how you want to be treated. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how hard is it? It's really not that hard. It's people ego that gets in the way. And then let's go through this new oracle. Okay. So, yeah, a personal issue reaches resolution. I feel like you've come in this Pisces of wealth. What was I just saying? Your dreams need a practical plan, hun. You can't gamble it and win it. No, that's not going to happen. You're going to lose it if you do it that way. This is coming from the Taurus moon, okay? Grounded and down to earth. Capricorn, okay? Virgo energy in the 6th house of earth energies. What else do you have for my beautiful, awesome, most rock star collective hip hop artist? I feel like you're a superstar. You're a superstar and you know it. Balanced spirituality. I feel like you practice like yoga or Pilates, and being practical. And this is in the moon of Pisces. Okay, so this is of wealth. Okay, wealth. You need to self-nurture yourself. Be grounded, think logically, get sober, or whatever it is. And if you are sober, congratulations. Yeah, through this wealth right here that you have, which is not much. It's not much of what you have. Through this Pisces energy of thinking that you can like play people by being over nice, and that's not going to happen, especially when it comes to gambling tables. I don't know what you're thinking. You're not in your right mind, collective. But hi everyone. Hi. Huh? You want to get a what? A government job? Okay, do it then. Oh, will you get a government job? Okay. Will you get a government job? I feel like you already have one. That's kind of ridiculous. Why would you ask a question that you already have? Anyways, you might get a raise in another couple years. I feel like you're burnt out. You could be an air traffic controller. Something to do with aviation. Anyways, let's continue. More for the collective. Year, current partner, you get married. Well, if you have to ask that, if you listen, everybody's born with intuition, and if you have to ask that question, most likely it's a no. If you're not questioning it at all, and you know they would marry you, then you wouldn't be asking, because it's a yeah, right? Just use your own intuition then. And what can you do to make it better to want this person to marry you? And how long have you been going through what you've been going through? You know what I'm saying? It's like, how long have you been going through what you've been going through? I feel like you guys have had some hard times. And you feel like you're married already, but is it worth it? And before you get married, I feel Like, if you're going to open a business or something, you need to do it before that so they don't have any say in it. Yeah, I said hi too. Hi. Hello. 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 Hello, will you go? Hello. Hello. Hello, will you go? Hello. Hello. Yes, person of Aries energy, of Leo and Sagittarius. Very close to achieving your goals. You're very close. So freaking close you can smell it and taste it probably. Man. And hopefully that's not anybody. But anyways, yeah, some people be having some bad hygiene and it's like, how can you walk around like that? It's like, I need my showers. Anyways, you're gonna be the bold one to make the first move this cardinal moon. You could be a cardinal Capricorn of earth energy, cardinal Scorpio of water energy, cardinal I think it's Aries energy of fire, and Aquarius of the air energy cardinal. And is balance and practicality through prosperity that lies ahead in Taurus again through this earth energy. Okay? Maybe you play drums. I feel like you're working at your fears, going with the flow of things, this scorpionic energy. Like, you're really shy. You're so freaking shy, but you would never know because you're a rock star. Like, you're a superstar, and you are loved. And you and your loved ones are safe. Okay, when it comes to Cancer energy of being nurturing and having a good support team that is there to remind you to say, look, take a time out. Inhale 4 deep breaths through the nose and exhale 6 seconds of breaths through the mouth. Ready? See, it's a little longer. So I feel this, okay, through this water energy. Yeah. You're safe. If you're questioning if you're safe, you're safe. Your commitment is being tested, or you're testing a commitment of some sort, and you shouldn't test people, and people shouldn't test you because everybody's going to let you down. No one's perfect. You know? Put your faith and work for your divine maker, creator, which I call Jesus, and whoever you call him or her is up to you. I hold no judgment. I'm not one to judge. But I feel like your commitment, even in a relationship, is being tested because of your key to success and your ego of this wealth and being overconfident. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Okay? Collective reading again. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Alright? So, and this communication is key. What we're just affirming about communication. And this is in the Gemini moon. I feel like you can't be two-faced about this. I feel like you need to be honest about this and be just cool. Like air goes everywhere, but water goes with the flow. But yeah, this Gemini energy of being two-faced. They want their cake and eat it too with the sprinkles, and they can't have the sprinkles. Okay, because of this ego. I'm telling you right now, it's this ego that's hurting everything. It's like, what the heck? It's time to take a breath. Literally, time to take a breath from this emotional high. You know, It's been an emotional high for you and your person in the super moon. In timing to release negative energy in every way possible. Through water energy of going with the flow, you have to release the past or you cannot move on. I cannot tell you that enough. And, adjustments are required in the third quarter moon when it coming third quarter moon or a quarter moon, the third one, of being shape-shifting and adapting. I feel like you have a new project. Maybe you're an entertainer. But by that moon, conclusions are within your reach. You're not going to be in the complete dark about it. There's going to be some light shed on this project so you can get an idea, but not all, because it's not confirmed yet. And here we go in Leo energy of don't let your pride get in the way. What was I talking about? Your ego. Okay? Of expected powerful change. So expect that powerful change, because it's a time for healing. I feel like you're going sober. Maybe you're putting yourself through, I don't know, a rehab or something like that. But a new start is coming. A new start is coming for you, Leo. Energy, Aries, Sagittarius. And don't let your past hold you back in South Node. Look to North Node, not South Node. This is your past. Let it go and learn from it. Don't regret, just learn. Because why? Luck is on your side in this Sagittarius moon. Okay? Luck is on your side this time. And that doesn't mean to go gamble. I didn't say that. It just means that you might get a second chance if you decide to do the right decisions. You decide to make the right decisions. That's all I meant. Especially when it comes to romantic cycles and new beginnings. Especially, I feel like that's ruined a lot of relationships. In the present even. You just gotta look at the bigger picture, but you can't if you're under the influence. How can you? When you're sober and you're in hermit mode or Virgo of the 6th house, you meditate and contemplate. You reflect on what you're doing wrong and what you could do to be a better person. And what you could do to have more wealth. And not struggle so much. And you're not doing that. You're around bad company. I don't care if it's your family. Family is what you make of it. It's not just blood, man. You gotta show the world the real you. In this Aquarius star energy, you are a fucking star. I knew it, collective. You are Aquarius star energy, cardinal air energy. Okay? So that's pretty awesome. That's your future. You're not even, I think you're merging into it. And it's going to start with a little bit of wealth. And then it's going to get better and better. Wealth, down to earth with Taurus, Leo energy, Leo energy, Leo energy. Ego is your biggest problem. Get rid of it. I feel like the less said, the better. Yeah, what was I saying? The energy is gaining momentum. Okay? Energy is gaining this momentum. So, whether it's negative or positive, it's going to gain this momentum. So, channel your energy for good vibes. So that you channel that good momentum and not the narcissistic. You could suffer from CTPSD, PTSD. It's like, what do you need really to release? What do you need? You need faith. You need hope. You need a promise of a better future, maybe even an advance. Because we live in a money world. A world where money goes round and round. Okay? This world. And basically to wake up it costs money. I mean, it costs money to die. It costs more to die than live almost sometimes. It's just like the vicious cycle. And this is what I mean of like, for me, money is nothing. Like, I could give a shit less. It's the root of all evil is a love of money. Money is meant to be made and spent. And when I had it, I gave it. I don't have it anymore. And now no one wants anything to do with me, dude. And I found out my real friends and my real family. Let's just put it that way. So what do you need to release? Is it family? Is it a brother, a sister? Is it a mother, a father? Or is it a cousin, a nephew? Is it a few cousins? You know what I'm saying? An aunt? I'm just saying, with this passion, don't let them hold you back. That's what they're doing. Because nothing will come of that situation. Not a damn thing. You're just going to be stagnant and in the same spot 20 years from now if you keep hanging out with the same crowd. And don't do something to better yourself. And in the end, look, of tough cycles that approach, of this hard work, working through. You know what it takes to be a star? I don't think so. Because stars go through some shit. They have so many haters. For one, confirmation. You know, and they've obviously gone through some really hard times to write these awesome songs, you know, and or do this awesome work. And it's like these entertainers. So you could sit at home on your butt and watch whatever or listen to whatever. And then we have other people trying to like make up for what humanity can't do. So that makes humanity even lazier. We don't need lazy people. We need smarter people that will innovate and create. By holding your vision, hold on to your dream. Don't let it go. Don't give up on your dream. It's not the end. I feel like you feel like it's not going to come nothing and it's the end. But when you finally surrender to the divine during the full moon is when things are going to start popping. You could be a pop artist, music artist, and bringing love into any situation that you get in. You bring love to the plate no matter where you go. That's what makes you a star. You walk into your room and you make everybody feel like they, like, you personally love that person and you don't even know them. That's what makes you different. You glow. You walk in a room and the room is bright. And then people want to dim that light. Why? I don't know. They want you to cry, ask why, say when, hold on, 10. You know? It's like, don't wait, don't contemplate, get out while you can. And through this Capricorn energy of hard work paying off. Okay? And in the end, your hard work will pay off. Whether you live to see it or not, like, that's how I feel. Is another question. With this tenacity that you have and stepping out of your comfort zone, you're growing and building characters. So I think this is part of like a star's rebirth. You know what I mean? And it's crucial and it's cruel. It really is. But you won't grow if you don't step out of your comfort zone. You won't. You'll stay in the same la-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da and get bored, and that's how people get caught up. And as well, you know, Look, you're good enough. You just got to believe it for yourself in this Virgo energy. In this Virgo energy, you're good enough. That's the message. You are good enough. Don't think that you're not. That's the message. That hard work will pay off in the end. I hope I live to see mine. I hope everybody lives to see theirs. Some people don't. My grandfather didn't. You know, my grandmother didn't. My auntie Darlene didn't. It's just, who needs $450 billion? If you had $450 billion, if I had $450 billion, just statistically speaking, I would help people. I would help so many people. It wouldn't even be funny. Like, definitely make a change for the better. In every way. And a resolution. You know? And healing. And being positive instead of negative. And not letting your past hold you back. You keep just sitting and sulking in your past. It's do something different. You're just sitting there all day and drinking a Coke or whatever, you know, it's like, of course mind's gonna wander. You gotta be busy, you gotta be doing stuff, you gotta be hustling, you gotta try to get your health back together, you gotta wanna feel good, you gotta wanna do stuff to get your mind off the negative, because those are your demons that are trying to take you down. Don't let your demons take you down. You're stronger than that. You're freaking Teflon. Okay, I feel like I'm speaking to a Gemini. Of star energy, of air energy, Aquarius, Libra. And so, yeah, you need to work through these fears of your own demons, okay? And a personal issue that reaches resolution in its own time. You just gotta believe and put the effort in. If you don't put the effort in, who will? And the energy. And the optimism. Don't let your demons win. You know what I'm saying? Through this really hyper, I feel like you're like ADD, ADHD or something. I'm not a doctor, but I'm feeling like so, right now myself. So that's where I'm getting that from, that energy I'm channeling, like, you know? Anyways. I hope that helps with the Oracle Collective. Honestly, let's do this Bible verse thing. I'll do it after. Bad intent to return to sender. Thank you, Lord, for helping me deliver the message to the collective and putting it here. And being a good example, and help me be a better person through this collective. And it was like when I had apprentices and stuff, you know, as a teacher, you have to learn to be a good student first. So it's like I learned so much from them as a teacher. So, yeah, it's just amazing. It's an amazing feeling. Look, Wheel of Fortune and the King of Pentacles in the upright. This person, you're very rich. And you're into this light worker. This person that has a life map. You know, this person that possibly, it's like, this X to me looks like an hourglass for some reason. An hourglass. You know, it's like her or his time is running short, and you want to make the best of it through this life map, this fortune. being the commander, King of Pentacles, and you've been married before, and everybody marries you for your money, and you know it too, just like I know that they don't want to be my friend or want nothing to do with me unless I have something to offer. You know what I mean? It's a hard enough life. 3 us. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm feeling right now. Like, deep. This is deep. I'm already feeling the depression. You're depressed, aren't you? This is so sad. Oh my gosh. Let me check over here. Yeah, it's so freaking sad. Wow, collective. I can't even believe you're going through that yourself. Just know that, you know, stars aren't stars because they had it easy, unless they were born into a family of stars. You know, usually it was someone in the family that broke a generational curse, and I feel like you're one of those people, but you have yet to believe it or see it. I feel like you waited so long that you need to see it to believe it. I feel like you know what, how the concept of love is, and when it comes to love, money is not an issue. Neither is fornication. You know, for most people, the want is better than the have. For me, the have is better than the want, and it's because I'm humble. If you're egotistical, then you're never going to be happy. You're going to be like one of those guys that doesn't even look at what you have and be grateful for it. You're just going to look at what's shattered instead of being grateful for what you have. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that, I don't care what situation you're in, you know, that would want what you have. So just remember that. And it might not be much. And I know that from experience. It's not much. But as long as you have the heart of helping and loving other people as your own family or as yourself, you know, in innocence and purity and understanding, because really people get angry because they do not understand what is going on, so they get angry, they get frustrated because they really don't understand what the F is going on. And that's the whole thing in this Virgo, in this daily work that you're going through. It could be a being sober and getting a routine or program and or of service to others and being practical about helping the right ones. So you don't want to get caught up in a weird situation. You've got to know discernment. People that you can help and people that you can't. And if you can't help yourself, you can't help anybody. That's what I keep telling people. It's like, oh, can you help me? Can you help me? Like back in the day when I could help them. You know what I'm saying? And then, yeah, it was different. But I can't even help myself right now. How am I going to help anybody besides this channel that I'm not even making money from? And just because I'm in a predicament doesn't mean I have to look like trash. You know, I have values and morals. And this is what I'm getting, collective of the King of Pentacles. And this, besides herself, Queen of Cups. She's just irritated as all hell. She's like about to make a decision that does not include you, Mr. Composer, musician, that you're not going to even know about. Okay? In this new beginning of your new album or something that you're going to start, she's going to give you the news then about the decision she's been procrastinating. And I'm sorry. You know, yeah, about a divorce. 2 chalices in the reverse. 2 of cups, water energy. About a divorce. she's going to do this when you're in your highest moment of reflection and writing an album, and you're going to write the best fucking album ever because of it. So don't worry, because she's the one that's losing when it comes to this decision. The High Priestess showed her face. Take it as it resonates. You could be a passive male that is older. Your clock is ticking too. You know, men's clocks tick just like women's clocks tick, I think. Anyways, when it comes to this Knight of Cups, they're not very serious. They're not serious because they're caught up in whatever addiction, they're caught up in partying or gambling. I'm getting gambling. In this Three of Pentacles in the reverse of not being a leader. They were once a leader and now they're nothing. They're not even a leader. And it's because of their poor decisions and they're bringing everybody around them down with them. That's what's happening in the present. And you're a High Priestess. You ain't gonna put up with that bullshit. You ain't. You've already got conclusions. Look, I feel like you're a person of the light worker of the spirit plane. Yes, you are of the spirit plane. Cancer energy, very nurturing. You know, Cancer energy being greedy. I feel like you or your person is your person is a Cancer and they're being greedy. Yes, they are. They want to bring you down because they see you rising, High Priestess. And I don't know why someone told me a while ago that people just can't be happy for people. They always want to dim a star's light. And that's what makes a star even brighter. Through this water energy that resonates with a passion. Okay. Yes, a passion. I feel like you need to put a lot more. Yeah, you're fighting your demons and you're looking for protection, and it's like put a bunch of sun catchers around your house. Stay sober, stay to yourself, don't say anything. Focus on what you could do to be better. Meditate. Stretch. Do some exercises. Get in your own routine. Don't include anybody, especially if you can't help yourself, because you need to listen to your ancestors. You've been having dreams of your ancestors, people that you lost, that you loved, and they're trying to warn you and tell you if you don't get together, you know, this is what's going to happen, and you don't want that. And I'm telling you this, and this is going to be your strength. This is going to be your character. This is going to make you your character, make you stronger than you ever were before in Leo energy. But you don't want a bunch of chimes around your house. You need sun catchers. I feel like you have sun catchers around your house. Like you're superstitious. And you have to be greedy with your time. You know, you don't have time to waste. Who does? And then here we go, the Ten of Cups. By listening to your ancestors through this present warped mode of, I feel like you were juggling something in these broken promises. You stopped juggling, you've seen the truth, the light of these broken promises here in the past. Okay, that pissed you off. But your future, because you're listening to your ancestors and this cosmic tree, okay, of Virgo energy in the 6th house, okay, in the 6th house, you're going to succeed if you focus. Yes, because you're listening to your ancestors and you're being greedy. And it's not greedy. I feel like you're just being conservative with your time and energy when it comes to these drama kings or queens. And you're staying and reflecting in hermit mode, wishing for the best of this happy family. And I think that's great. You have a passion for this. It's like all these people are for you when it comes to this idea. You just gotta fulfill it, and it's not easy. I feel like you don't understand certain things because you lost so much time. So you get like that, you know? When all these people are backing you and you have help, why burn the bridges? Don't do that. Don't burn those bridges. You need those bridges. I feel you're just angry, like anger, feeling like a pity party. Get over it. Like, you have to get over the pity party and go on. And that's the only thing that's going to solve this emotional fulfillment and the Ace of Cups. Okay? That's the only thing. As if you love yourself. Listen to your ancestors. Listen to the divine. Go into hermit mode. And then you will find what you search and seek. You know, not weak, but meek of this 10 of chalices. Happiness forever. This is going to be the person that you're going to be with to the last ending day. I feel this temperance energy. You feel lost in a maze. This is Sagittarius of being a dreamer. You're lost in your dreams. Daydreaming, perhaps. Daydreaming about this life that you could have. You know, really, you're blocking your intuition with substances, not making the right choices. I feel like you're at 3 bottles a day, 3 plastic bottles, which is not very eco-friendly. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're going to put a message in the bottle. And it's like, be careful, because you have no room to fuck up. I'm going to tell you how it is. You have no room to fuck up. Okay? None. So, you have to really, you did this yourself. You can't blame anybody but yourself when it comes to this broken partnership and blocked intuition. And then this heartbreak. You're like getting over these scars and you're not over it yet. And you never will be, because you did the wrong thing. This immature emperor. Look. Immature emperor. You could have had it all. Everything. You could have had everything. New beginnings, wish fulfillment, more than your wishes could have ever bore. I mean, but you decided to be an immature emperor. I hope you live to see your inheritance, because I don't have an inheritance, but I feel like you do, collective. Why wouldn't you want to live to see that? Especially if you have kids. It's like, this is reality. Okay? Pigs do not fucking fly. They're just, titties on a boar hog are useless. Don't be that way. And that's how I feel like you're being in the present. Through this person that pays attention to detail. This air energy, the 9 of Swords. Look, of not getting enough rest. Not changing in Scorpio energy. And being smart, but not changing. You're making smarter decisions out there, but you're not changing. And that's your downfall. You're alone. You don't need to be alone. You need to be around people that are uplifting you. Okay? In this air energy, I feel of Gemini. Yeah, Scorpio. Water energy. You could be an air energy that relates with the water. But this air energy is very smart. Okay, this person that has juggled this, people that back them and took it for granted. In this 9 of chalices of, woe is me, my dreams never came true. Though I had a gift, no one supported me. Well, no one supported me either. Get over it. You have to get over that. If you want to do something, and you want it done right, do it yourself. Your dreams haven't been fulfilled with your gift because you haven't even gotten sober, I feel like, long enough for it to even happen. You know what I mean? You haven't taken it seriously. As the Knight of Cups was in the upright, that's not taking it seriously. Whatever your dream is, like, why would you think less of yourself? You know what I'm saying? Through this gift. The reason your dreams haven't come true is because God has something better for you, but now you're at the bottom, and the only way from there is up. Okay? And you're gifted. You don't have many choices now in this older age as your clock is running. You know, you're picking fights with people. Like, what's wrong with you in the Knight of Swords? Picking fights and just being determined and defensive and just not in the right mind frame. You know, you're just not in the right mind frame is why the Mender came in reverse. Yeah. You're dreaming at night. It's not a daydream. You're dreaming at night. It's not just a typical daydream. It's a dream. You know? We all want to live our dreams. This gift. This air energy of the Two of Swords, which is you see the truth. You know the truth. You know the freaking truth. You know it already. You know the truth. And this person that put all this work in, okay, into changing the world for the better, not for the worse, and maybe your future too. In these past lives, I feel like, let it go. Let the past go. Okay? Don't let your demons get the best of you. When it comes to feeling like you have no options, that's how they get you. Oh, you have no options. You don't have, your time is running short. You don't have a fortune. So why be grateful? You know what I'm saying? And then it distracts you so much in this fighter energy that you can't even see the truth from lies. Your intuition is blocked because you're so upset about nothing through infinite paths of destruction. When I feel like you're the only one that has control of your happiness. And in the end, you're going to be happy. In this air energy, you're trying to get away with something. You're trying to get away with something. I don't know what you're trying to do, but you're messing with the wrong person, and it's nothing to celebrate about. No, it's nothing to celebrate about. I feel like you're celebrating, yada, 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 but you're going to lose this one. Promise. Yeah, because this person is a star. This is the Empress. This is the High Priestess. This is the star energy. Okay? Of being veiled. Like, they're veiled to you. You cannot even, it came in the reverse because you don't look at them as a star. Like, you've known them before they were a star. You can't see that. You don't look at them like that. You'll never see the truth. You'll never learn to appreciate them. Okay? Not even Jesus' own family. And you just sit here and celebrate, thinking you're gonna get away and have the upper hand when you're really not. In this Ten of Pentacles, yeah, Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, this is, you haven't got your money yet. No, but I feel like that's because your intent is to marry for money, and this person ain't gonna marry you if they think that's all you want them for. I wouldn't. I would definitely not. Keep that veil. You know what I'm saying? In this passion of the Ten of Wands, being overwhelmed with just that thought. You're supposed to be a vessel, and you're not even acting like a vessel in Capricorn energy. You're not even acting like a vessel. You know, your intent is good, but you're supposed to be a vessel, an example to others as a star. As a star. Goodness, goodness, goodness. You know what I'm saying? All this effort you put in. Yes. In this Nine of Pentacles, look. Independence. The star brings you independence. You are independent. I feel you attracted a star. You are a star. And stars stick with stars. You know what I'm saying? And it's just two different lives for a reason. It's the transition. You're going from caterpillar to butterfly. But I feel like you are a butterfly that feels like a caterpillar. So you're not realizing how delicate your wings are the older you get. And being protecting your wings, protecting your dignity, your integrity. This King of Wands. This King of Wands is supposed to be the protector, okay, but also intuitive. But one of the most handsome men around, okay, in the King of Wands. Divine Feminine. Or if you're the masculine, you're very, very handsome. And you've got luck on your side. I feel water energy because it's reverse fire energy. But things are going so slow, and it's like, it's because you have all this money and new beginnings. Like, you don't need to invest in anybody or anything or anyone. Why should you? Like, why should you? You don't need to. Like, you're a capitalist. Why help anybody? Why help a small business? It's like, that's what you're thinking in the moment. And you're a person of peace. You know, you're the King of Cups, and I feel like you're comfortable in your little world, and you just don't want anybody in your little world confirmation. And if you do, it's like a one-night stand, and then you don't want to see him the next day, okay? That's how I feel when it comes to this being of the King of Cups. You're a kind king. You know, you're all for celebrating the right things. But yeah, with this idea, I mean, you've made a choice already. You had 3 to make a choice from, and you made a choice that you keep procrastinating. That's why stuff is going so freaking slow. Because you're being greedy. You're only thinking of yourself. You're not thinking of your other half. And you think when you get with this person, your other half, she's or he is going to be happy that you let them sit there like that for so long in their humility when you didn't do anything about it, and when they've dedicated their lives to treating everybody of every status the same, equal. No. And this person that lacks wealth, you definitely don't lack wealth. But I feel like there's no building bridges with you. There's just no building bridges with you because you tear them down every time. Or you don't come through with what you say you're going to do. And this greed, okay, of being the most beautiful queen, empress, priestess in the whole entire deck. Probably one of the most beautiful women that ever walked the earth. And a Queen of Wands with intuition, with knowledge. Knowledge is power, and true beauty lies within. It doesn't matter what you look like on the outside. Its true beauty is within. Remember that when it comes to this luck. Okay, and remember that when it comes to these 8 of Cups and like not having a problem looking away from your past. when your new beginning starts. Okay? Of this poverty. I feel like it's like feast or famine. Right now you're in famine, but your feast is coming. And you just gotta hang on. And I feel like you don't know what to do. You don't know what to do. You're like kind of two-faced when it comes to this lovers thing and this soulmate thing. And it's like you love it and then you hate it. And then like it's just too much and overwhelming. And if you're too overwhelmed, it's just not going to work. And it's like, you know, is there such thing as soulmates? Tell me, is there really such thing as soulmates? You tell me. Or twin flames? Maybe twin flames. But soulmates? I don't think so. I don't think so, because happiness is what you make of it. And this is a message from the universe. And this is not only a message from the universe wants me to tell you that it's the absolute truth in the Ace of Swords. The absolute truth. I feel like this person you're dealing with, or you collective, are very honest and truths, especially when it comes to connection, the universe, and the spirit realm. And you're able to lift the veil. That's why it came in the reverse down. That makes sense. You're actually able to lift this veil, this star energy. You're able. So you are a star. Your name could start with an M. It could start with a V. But you're able to lift. Look, next to this scorpionic energy of past lives and spending time with the other realm. You're psychic. Whoever I'm talking to right now, you are psychic for sure. And in this Five of Wands, it's like always something going on. In passion, in this passion, it's like, why is everybody got to be so excited all the time? Like, can everybody just calm down? Can we just calm down and have one night of just like, especially when you have young ones, you want to take at least one day a week to have date night with your loved one. At least. Okay? And it's doing things when you don't feel like it that matter. Okay, when it comes to this quarreling, no matter which way you freaking look at it, this is drama that you've been going through maybe for a year. I don't know. But I feel like this is a past thing. You don't do this or deal with this anymore through your leadership. Okay, so, great. Tell us more for the collective about this star energy of Aquarius. Ace of Trees. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. Yes, you're very rich, confirming star energy. Of the Ace of Pentacles, this psychic that's in and out of worlds. You could be a Scorpio energy. You could be Pisces. Or a Cancer. You don't have Cancer, but you could be very nurturing as a Cancer. You could be a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces. I'm feeling more Cancer for some reason. In this Ace of Pentacles, the star energy of Aquarius, your rising, your moon, or you're very close with the Aquarius attributes within your Akasha chart. Let's see what else about this Ace of Pentacles, which is all your planets being aligned and then how they communicate with each other. And it's based on basically time of birth, date of birth, you know, yeah, basically. Yeah, time and date of birth, pretty much. If you have those two things, then you can read someone's Akasha charts. This Six of Swords is air energy. I feel like if you're planning, yeah, see this bridge? This bridge is like upside down. Okay, this bridge is upside down. There's no, yeah, no. Not, what was I saying before about the bridge? Yeah, this person can't see beyond the veil, but you can. And you're this air energy. I feel like if you're going on a flight or you have a plan to be on a flight, do not take an airplane. I feel like you need to take a train. I don't know why I just said that, but please take a train and not a plane this time. I feel like something dangerous is on there. And you have a whole family. Or something's gonna happen. And I hope to God not. Please, Divine Spirit, please let everybody be safe on the plane and their families and their loved ones in this air energy, because the Six of Birds came in the reverse, and it's like all these planes in the water I see, and it's like no bridges. It's like everything's upside down. Um, and the Six of Swords, of not getting enough rest and just not sleeping because of this, all this chaos and lack of knowledge or knowing or putting up with stuff, you know, when it comes to material things or a loved one or your family. I feel like you've made so many sacrifices to be where you're at in your perspective. Okay, you have. In your perspective, you've made so many sacrifices already. It's like in the present, you've made so many freaking sacrifices, Star. Um, Matt, Matthew, Marty, Mark, Mickey, Mary, um, Mimi, Mary Jane. You could smoke, or you probably need to smoke. Let's see about this perspective. Oh my gosh, I hate it when they fly like that. You see what I'm saying? Like, don't fly, guys. I feel like something, whatever it is on this next flight, I'm telling you right now, it's just my intuition speaking, and I'm not second guessing it. In this Ten of Swords, what was I telling you in the reverse? It's like someone, a hater or something, is on that, is plane confirmation. In this Ten of Birds, it's like, yeah, it's upside down. It's like defamation of character, it's slander. They try to, and then when people don't agree with them, they try to make you look good. And it's just like, when you're a star, they want to take this glow away from you. Don't let them do it through this perspective. Don't let them do it because they're jealous of your pentacles, of your status, of your life, of how you communicate with the divine, with people, how you read the room, how you glow, your smile, your hair, your figure, your Spanx, your shoes. I'm just saying, people. Get me? Just saying. Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. How you guys doing? Oh, are you a Taurus? Yeah. That's good. That's good. Okay, so let's see. The unknown. Yeah, I feel like you're twice as old as your counterpart, or twice as young. And I feel like you don't believe, I feel like you live in the moment. Like you don't believe in the afterlife or anything like that, and or the unknown you don't give about, pretty much. But you're not very empathetic, or sentient. I feel like you're a rock star just living it up right now. Just be careful because you could drink too much. You could be arrogant, walk across the street, and God forbid, you know what I'm saying? That's why it's important to be humble. Be humble. And anybody who wants a monetized reading, as I cannot do it right now because I don't have my champions community set up yet. I cannot monetize right now unless I reach 1,000 subscribers. So please help me reach us out 1,000 subscribers. Go to mattfrazier.com. I think it is. He is the number one America's world's best psychic medium. And he will give you the answers you need if you need them right away. But you're going to pay. I'm just saying. Anyways. Yeah, you're afraid of the unknown. You are. Especially when it comes to your money in the past and this afterlife thing. I think your person is afraid of you, maybe psychic. Star energy. I think they kind of fear you, or they kind of fear maybe spirits that you could bring in. I feel like the subject's been brought up, recently. Yeah. This person doesn't use straws. No, 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 no. This person probably can't eat berries. But they do have a very healthy heart. Okay, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 10 good hearts. Like, seriously, good people. Like, you're surrounded by good people, and that's where you need to stay. Around people that are for you, not against you. In perspective. I don't feel like you are a straw person. Don't be a straw person. Please. Yes, you're the freaking emperor, the Hierophant. In emperor energy, and the Hierophant. In Taurus energy. This is confirming Taurus energy, the Hierophant of tradition. Maybe your lucky number is 5. But you've been through some shit star to be a star as you rose like the motherfucking phoenix from them ashes. Okay? That's all I gotta say about that card. That's apparent and obvious. Wow. Tell us more about the Hierophant in this tradition. Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Oh yeah. It's like, I feel like, you're very fertile. I feel like you live by the shore somewhere. Like, you love the beach is one of your favorite places of Leo, Sagittarius, and or Aries of energy, just optimism and dreaming or dreaming of this place to live, but by the shore. And now you have like all these kids, or your like dreams just don't give up, like, you know what I mean? And I'm just saying, like, it's this, I feel like you don't use protection at all because you're maybe exclusively with this person, but it's creating this overwhelming energy. Not that you regret it, but it's like so much. Like having 5 little ones under the age of 5 or 6 is a lot to deal with. You could open a daddy daycare or a mom daycare. You should do that on the side. And then, I'm sorry, but seriously, I mean freaking serious when it comes to this idea. Like, yeah, that you're not really going for. I feel like you're everything but calm right now. Like, you're like trying to find the center of the storm, the calm of the storm, this air energy of Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, this star energy. Yes, this 6 of Pentacles, being greedy when it comes to wanting your peace. Everybody has got to have time to themselves. Kids, no kids, You have to have time to yourself. You know what I'm saying? You have to. In this Six of Pentacles, this is like being greedy with your time, and I don't freaking blame you, man. Through this traditional Hierophant energy that believes in heaven, the divine, God, and their higher power that is gifted from God. That's what people don't understand. This is a gift. It's kind of a curse for us, but more of a gift for you guys. So take that with a grain of salt. I feel like you need a vasectomy. Maybe I feel like your woman is too young to get a hysterectomy. Um, she could be getting her tubes tied. I think she's gonna do that. But there, with tubes tied, there is possibility of a, uh, is it a fallopian pregnancy? So that is very dangerous. I would just get your vasectomy is way easier for men than it is for women. Yeah, I'm trying to find this happy medium, right? Like, I feel like you're happy no matter what. You're a good person, just in general. And you have everything you've ever wanted, even though things are a little overwhelming at times. Sometimes you could say things that hurt a little bit, but you always come back and apologize. That's how I feel. Yeah, definitely. This Taurus energy, yeah. Yes, you're definitely famous. You're definitely famous. You're, people that know who you are for sure. And it's something that you love to do. And you're most of the time private, okay, because of your family. But the other part of the time you're not. You see, but when it comes to family, it's like you don't want to let anybody in unless you let them in, and I don't blame you. The world's crazy. Um, for goodness sakes. And this Seven of Wands, of all this work, it's like you invested in something, this spiral, and you're just spiraling, and it's like you invested in something, and now maybe the kids are going to be taken. You're going to find time for work, but it's going to be really overwhelming unless you have help, like a nanny or something. Okay? And this passion for what you do. Okay? This is also of all your efforts that you put forth. I feel like I feel like you're so overwhelmed right now that you're feeling like you're going to put your dreams aside for a while until the kids grow up a little bit. I feel like you have enough money to budget and you're just going to pace yourself. I feel like you've learned how to pace yourself because not only are you dealing with beings, but you're dealing with beings, you know, embodied or, you know, spirit realm. So this is what these cards are telling me here. Anything more for my collective for the future? Huh. Okay, so arrogance. Arrogance is the issue. You're a dream weaver. You live on the edge. Like you say some pretty risque stuff. You're in the defensive most of the time. Or you feel like that. You're a dream weaver. And it's like yeah, a dream weaver. Because there's a dreamer. There's the weaver. I feel like, I don't know, like, why Larry Flint? I don't know, that was one of my favorite movies. In this Queen of Swords being the dreamer of having to stand your ground. Okay, when it comes to your arrogance and you living on the edge like this, because now you've got a whole family, you know, that you've got to worry about traditionally. Anything else for my collective for this future? Is there any good news? Any more good news? Yes, the crow, the magician, making stuff happen in this prismatic toad. I feel like you can't decipher lies from the truth. Or maybe you can, you just ignore them. I feel like you fully rely on yourself. In this, I feel like the crow could be one of your favorite movies or a spirit animal. And being number one of the magician and making shit happen. Being a good provider for your freaking family. That is your future. Okay? And I'm feeling masculine energy. Definitely. Because you're happy. You're not going to let anybody get you down. And you're a person of luck. Because of that, of the way you treat people, and people don't get that. You get more with honey than you do vinegar. Well, it's true. But that's said very lightly. You know what I'm saying? So tell us more about the magician. Illuminate. Illuminate on things good to happen. Illuminate on all honesties, all truths, all that you're emotionally fulfilled, satisfied in every way, and you have all your needs and everything you've ever wanted, and then not only that, but you think so many good thoughts, you help so many people, um, um, and you're very rich because of it, because you help a lot of people and you do it from the kindness of your heart. I feel like this is the kind of thing you would do for free if it was to help people. But you can actually get paid, and we live in a material world, so we have to get paid for what we do, right? This illumination, illuminate on that for a minute, okay? Don't think it's the end of the world. I feel like you're not wondering about shit no more. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're changing a diaper. In the present moment, star. Um, look, your wife is, yes, you're married. This passion energy is. Um, look, you guys are life on earth. You have the gift to speak to spirits. Okay, you are successful. That's what you do for a living. You're a freaking psychic. You really are. Huh. Your 6th and 7th chakras. You have like a blue, like a dark purple with a tint of blue. Yeah. Aura in this illumination. Success is everything. Even though in the moment it seems chaotic, it's all gonna pan out. The kids are gonna get older. They're gonna calm down. It's like a new relationship. It's like the universe. It started chaotic confirmation. And then as time goes on, it smooths out, right? It's the same logic. Same thing. Back to the basics. Back to physics. When it comes to this, feeling like you've been capsized. You know what I'm saying? With all these kids and all these overwhelming feelings, and this geomancer kind of energy of being in, like, these little devils. Why did I have these little devils? But I love them anyway. Come here. You know what I'm saying? This queen. Okay. And maybe she feels capsized. I feel like maybe she's going to go into birth here really soon, or someone's going to have a baby really soon. Really, really soon. Like sooner than they thought even. Could be like, at the very last day of January. It could be for mom. You know. This, but you have the ability to adapt and handle shit. So, You are the entertainer, but you took some time off. Um, through this Nine of Pentacles, you took some time off, and that's okay. But you are an entertainer in every way. Um, the Four of Swords and not getting enough rest. You have so much going on. You are not getting enough rest, and that is the truth. Star energy, and this Six of Chalices, not having much choice. You don't, and that's the truth. The ultimate truth is the Justice card of Libra, of love. Rules Venus. Thank you for the hearts. Um, I'm telling you, that's the absolute justice. Is true justice is truth. So, and Libra energy. And not only that, but karma and dharma. Dharma is a way of thinking. It's a perspective that creates good karma. You know what I'm saying? Things for the hearts. Dharma is a perspective. And so as long as you have that perspective and self-reflect, you'll be okay. At least take an hour a day to yourself. At least you have to. In this reflective mode. And I feel like you have to for your work. You know what I'm saying? And this is where you're like just tired. You're burnt out. You're tired in the moment. Yeah, you are with this Five of Swords, all this chaotic crap going on. These like, it's like, what the hell is going on? Why are the kids acting this way? This is the feelings I'm getting from you, energy. Those were all made up of energy. Look, the Elementalist in reverse. The King of Swords in reverse. As the Lovers came in the upright of being two-faced, I feel like you're one way on camera and you're another way off camera because of this stress, and that's okay because most people that is a public figure, they don't want others knowing their personal life. So yes, this King of Swords of truth, of being kind of cruel in the moment. Like maybe you feel like you were too cruel about something that you need to fix. When it comes to this chaos and this dharma and this karma, I feel like your intent was cruel. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna leave the kids. I'm gonna leave the wife. I'm going. Get me the fuck out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or she could be feeling that way. Who heck freaking knows? You know, that's just a feeling I got. Like, but you don't. You don't. You stick around. That's the thing. And I feel like your channel, I feel like you have a channel, like your stars. So that helps you too. Maybe your social media. And for that, thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate you, and thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing. If you cannot donate, that's okay. Just like, subscribe, and share. I would appreciate the donations, but if you can't, you can't. It is what it is. So please, please like and subscribe and share. Help me reach 1,000 so I can monetize. Please, please, please. I need to monetize. Maybe I'll do a late night live later with another oracle reading and the charms, the charm reading. But for now, I gotta go, you guys. And thank you so much, and thank you for staying with me. And you guys are you guys rock. You guys rock. You guys rock and roll. So thank you so much, and bless you. And that's the message.
Bye.